Hello, everyone. Um, Today I'm here. I just jumped on. I'm here. I'm on my computer. I pretty much just got a job, and so I am here filling out some paperwork concerning the job. So if you see me glancing back and forth, please forgive me. I know I'm scheduled to come this time live, and so I want to be able to just give you my fully undivided attention. However, because of let me try to get this tripod set up the way I want it to set up. Uh, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a Jamaican Journey to Ghana. Today I am discussing how my journey to Ghana began. Um, you know, in 2022, my husband and I started to think about retirement. And in thinking about retirement, at one point I wanted to go to Dominican Republic. However, um, we went and we visit, and my husband was like, "No, I don't want to go to the Dominican Republic." And I'm like, "Why do you not want to go?" And he said to me that um, pretty much he's just not feeling it. So we came back. We started watching different videos of different country where you would retire, and so Ghana came up on the list, and Ghana was the most, I would say, reasonable country to retire based on our budget. And so that is where we decided that, okay, let's do Ghana. We went in 2023. So we started making plans. We started doing everything that we think was possible to go to Ghana because I personally had a friend that worked with me at US Bank, and she knows she's from Ghana and she's a US Army veteran. And so she connected us with someone who she knew could help us with the land. However, this person did not take the time out hmm, to do their due diligence, even though we had asked them to do such. I don't know if you're hearing me quite clearly. I'm trying to get this form filled out while I'm talking to you because I'm scheduled the schedule of my video. So the person that was supposed to do all this, they should have done their due diligence. They should have, based on what they were charging us, they should have done the search on the property and everything. And when we asked how much was it for his service, he told my friend how much was for the service, which was 900 US dollars, and we would pay that money when we get to Ghana because he said we didn't need to send it because that money was what was supposed to do the search and everything on the property. Okay. When we went, they took us to three different sets of property. One in Shy Hills, two in Doana. So they chose two sets of property. Glad you're here, Fatima. Thank you so much for joining in. So after we went to um, to that place, so after getting all this information, we planned our trip, and in I think it was April of 2023, we went to Ghana. When we went to Ghana, we met with him. Um, the place where we were staying was in, I think it was Dansaman, and they sent their vehicle to pick us up, and that's where we stayed. So this person that we got to come in to the place now to go with us. He met with us the following morning after we arrived, and they took us. We went to the office. We met with them, and they took us to the place. Unbeknownst to us, this person was really a scammer working with this company. He claims he knows nothing about it, but I don't know if it's true or it's a lie. However, my friend that hooked us up, she didn't know exactly what this person had become, because this person initially helped to get other persons land in Ghana. I'm not bashing Ghana, and I'm just sharing my journey with you. And I want you to understand, I am not bashing anybody in Ghana, and I'm not saying Ghana is all scam. I'm just sharing my journey with you. This video mainly is about how it all began, pretty much. So we went, we took um, the what you call it there. We went, we saw the place, we took pictures together, and we decided to choose the land, one of the land in Duena. When we got to, we did everything. Now, unbeknownst to me, I met someone else who is a diaspora, and she said to me, Andrea, there's a lot of land issue in Ghana. Make sure they do the search. So after paying for the property, we started, maybe about 2 or 3 days after, we started to do the fencing of the wall. So we bought the material and everything and start. So there was this girl that I know, Amal. She said to me, Andrea, make sure you do the search on this land, because if you don't do the search, right, what is going to happen is that you're not going to be able, you're going to have problems. So I said to the guy that got us through the real estate, it's a reputable real estate, but then I didn't even recognize that you're a real estate company or shadow estate company for scammers. Yes, people work with them. And so guys, let me tell you something. You must, please, I beg you, when you buy your land, do your due diligence. It's very important. So I said to him, we need to do a search on the property. Please, we need to. He said to me and my husband, Andrea, don't worry, man. Don't worry, Andrea. This is legitimate land. So what they do is that they use what you call FOMO, fear, right? They use fear of you. So he bought a half an acre, and we bought a 1.5 plot. Listen to me carefully. When we bought that 1.5 plot, he bought half a plot just to make it look legit, right? In any event, he could have gotten back his money after we did our business. So I keep insisting that he needs to do the search. And he said to me, Andrea, if we do a search now, you're not going to get back the result right away. Not knowing that there's also what you call a window search. And the guy that he get to do the contract, I asked the guy to, let's do the search. Let's do the search. And he said, oh, trust me, Andrea. Trust me, man. Trust me. Guys, let me tell you, we listened to him rather than listen to Shay, because I told her, I said, this is a reputable company. We can, the guy, it's a real estate. We gave him the real estate company name. We gave him the information. I said that we were placed into someone who is really able to look out for us and help us. Well, long and short of it, he did not do anything. Period. He did not do anything. Believe you me, he did not. And so when we came back, the person that was doing the research for the land, we left the money for the research of the land. We contacted them, and we paid up a lot of money to do the fencing. We buy the sand, the gravel, the blocks, cement, and everything that needed to be done. All the money for the workman was given, and we only have just the remaining materials to buy. And the guy that was introduced to us, he was the one who had the money for the workman to pay him after the work would have been finished. So we were doing a 5 feet wall instead of a 6 feet wall, and then would have started construction within that same year. Only to find out that after this guy who drew the plan for the house did the search, found out that the land belonged to the government. We try to get back the money. We go round and round in circle until my friend, I would call her a friend at the time, and I would say she's still a friend. We're not that closely knitted anymore, but she's the one who said to me that I should get someone to do the search and I should go back without the search. But I should have listened to her. So after that was done, we came back and she acted like one of as a representative for us and went to the office and eventually got in touch with the guy. So out of the 70,000 CD that we spent in 2023, at that time 75,000 CD was a lot of money. Plus the month that there was another 28,000 CDs that was paid for workman, plus the materials that was buy. So give and take, we spent maybe about 19,000 US at that time because it was like $11 and change for $1 US. Okay. We got back 45,000 out of it. And now we were introduced to this other person by the person who went to pick up the money. Not knowing he was also, she didn't even know because she knew him for a while and he has been selling land. So she knew him for a while and didn't know that he was, the land that he was selling now was what this land now was also belonging to the dairy company. Even though it was turned over to them, he did not transfer the document into his name. And because I didn't want any problem, I stopped. The land was for like 80,000 CDs. That's what he was giving it to me for. Initially, he was saying, "Oh, all these lands is like 120,000." I said, "I'm not paying 120,000 CD." Now, this land was in Oyarifa. So, yes, he had the land, but the land was not in his name. Okay? The land was not in his name. And so, because the land was not in his name, when the search came back, before I did anything on the land, the same guy that found out that we used to draw the plan, he was the one who found out. And then there was someone else living beside the land, and he did ask some questions, and they told him that the land doesn't belong to the man. There's a conflict over the land. And then immediately, the remaining money that I had to pay, which was like about 35,000 CD, I didn't go any further. I didn't sign any document or anything with him. I told him, listen to me, I need back my money. I'm not, that 45,000 that we took from that place that we were supposed to used to pay down, that we used to pay down in this land, we want it back. Well, the long and short of it, I'm still waiting on that 45,000. I'm still waiting on the other place for the next 25,000 from 2023, sorry, until now. So so here it is now. Twice our money was like, so last year this happened last year with the second piece. So the second person that we went to, I spoke to him, and he couldn't give me back my money. He said to give him some time to put it together. My people, be careful, okay? Be careful when buying land in Ghana. Just be careful. Do your research and do your due diligence, because this thing affected me and my husband so much that we felt like we didn't want to move to Ghana. But on that, before I came back to America, that's last year when this happened. That is how, yes, Fatima, twice. This is how I met a gentleman. We called him Mr. T. I was just communicating with the lady that I was helping at China Mall with some furniture, and I was there talking to her, and I was like, Aunt Matilda, so and so, and the wife heard my voice, and she said, "You're Jamaican?" And I said, "Yes, I'm Jamaican." And the husband said, "We're Jamaicans. We're living in Cape Coast." And I'm like, "Okay, nice." And he heard me, and so I started sharing my story with him, and he said, "Don't worry, there's somebody I know The land is legitimate, it's family owned, and the land is litigation free. You will have no problem. So we went in, we got the doc. He said, before you leave, I'm going to make sure you get your indenture and everything taken care of. And he did that. And he took us to the gentleman that is now constructing our property. And everything was done. We got our documents and everything. The only thing we did not get was the cadastral and so everything and its court stamp, everything that needed, the court paperwork and everything, payments and everything. Um, the person that is supposed to, the solicitor that's supposed to sign everything that was is done on this last set of documents that we are now working on. Thus, the reason for us to be constructing on this property. And so, yes, you know, what is when it is family land that is sold, the cadastral doesn't come as quickly as if you were buying from these real estates and all of these things. So I get it. Right now, I'm supposed to be getting my cadastral by the end of this month and everything. And things are going smoothly. As you can see, I've been posting my videos. So last year, August, we start the process of the work. And, you know, that's where we are today. I'm grateful for Mr. Andrews, who is doing the work. He's the one who is making sure that everything is getting done. So that's my journey in a nutshell. A lot of other things has happened, but I don't want to share everything on this platform because I do have to live in Ghana, and so um, I don't want to bash anybody at all. No, I don't. But the long and short of it is that in Ghana, one way or the other, you're gonna run into problems at one way or the other. And so um, it's just a matter of who you're dealing with. Every person, because even the registration office, you're gonna have problem there because they think that everybody have to give them something. And you got to understand, Ghanaians don't do anything for free. They're going to look to you for something. Because even if they go say, oh, mommy, man, I would love to help you with this. When you're finished, they're still looking for you to stretch something to them. Okay. And it's the mentality that once you're coming from America or Canada or USA or wherever you're coming from, um, they're expecting something from you. But I want to encourage you, Ghanaians are the most friendly people. You don't feel looked down on. I've never felt that the two times I've traveled there. No, they respect you so much. They respect you so much, right? And so for me, I would say to every person who is transitioned into Ghana, Ghana is a beautiful place. When you go to Ghana, if you want to have peace, Ghana is the place to be to have peace. Believe me. It is so, so peaceful. The city is bustling and traffic and crazy. But if you step out of Accra itself, I'm sitting here and I'm reminiscing about last year when I went. I can't wait to go back to Ghana. I can't wait to live in Ghana. Ghana reminds me of my home country, Jamaica. And that is why I am so at peace in Ghana. If you want true peace and serenity and just unease the mind and be relaxed, go to Ghana. Or as a matter of fact, go to any of the African continent, anywhere in the African continent. Thank you for watching, Miss Nadine. So I am just enjoying. When I started the building, when we started the building project, we had to stop it for a while because my husband went into surgery and all of these things. But let me tell you something. Ghana is so nice. Um, their cooking is similar to my Jamaican cooking, you know, and so if you see me looking in and looking there, I'm also filling out some background check for my job that I just received. God is good, and I can't leave him out of the picture, because here it is. I needed a job for so long, and now I have the ability, and I'm just grateful, you know. And so, yeah, because when we started building, I felt a relief. Miss Nadine, believe me, I'm just praying that my home is completed when you're going to go to Ghana so that you can experience Ghana. Like I said, other than you have some land scamming and all of that going on and land issues in Ghana, I am telling you, everything other than that, believe me, everything else in Ghana is beautiful. My husband and I went in 2023, and we were both diagnosed with diabetes, high cholesterol. And when we went to Ghana, the pineapples all the way up to the top of the stem is sweet. We ate a lot of fruits. And believe you me, our blood sugar was not elevated. Our blood pressure was not elevated. The chicken that we buy in ShopRite, it has on zero fat. No fat on that chicken, Miss Nadine and Fatima. There was no fat. No fat on that meat. And when I cook that chicken, and I use jasmine rice. I was able to get jasmine rice to buy there. And the season that they use, everything is just different in Ghana. I kid you not. I kid you not. Whoever watches this video, really and truly, and end up in Ghana and live in Ghana, all I ask of you, live within your means. Ghana is livable. Live within your means. Plant your little garden at the back with your vegetables and your fruits. Ghana is tropical 24/7, right? 24/7 tropical. And well, I don't even know. I don't know how people think that the Western world that we live in right now teaches us that Africa is bad. Yes, Lady Fatima. Yes, people health conditions are changing in Ghana. Since they left America and go back, and leave America and go to Ghana, they're living a way better lifestyle. The, people are saying, oh, their blood pressure has gone down. They no longer struggle with depression. They no longer struggle with diabetes. They no longer struggle with high cholesterol and all these sicknesses that we have here in the Western world. I can't, I'm just being honest. I honestly cannot wait to get out of America. Um, the goal is to be out of here by 2029, but if we can get out, full time. However, if we're not able to get out full time, that's fine too. You know, Uh, it is, it's either we're gonna, you know, stay within the confines and just live here and die. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take my time. And one thing I will also encourage you all to do, yes, people want big, massive house because they have the money to do it. Go ahead. But start building those big houses and not able to finish them. Do 2 bedroom, and then you keep adding. Do the plan for everything, but do 2 bedroom and just take your time till you get there. Because that is what is happening to a lot of people. They start these big houses, they're not able to finish them. They're not, and then they go there and they think that people robbing them and doing all of this. You got to pay the people them for their work. You know. Yes, Miss Nadine. I watched Wodimaya before Go Black to Africa start with his rubbish. I used to watch his channel. I watch all the Ghana channels that you can think of. The Blairs, Alita, Israel, so many different persons I watch. And Buddy Maya was the first person that caused me to glue like this to watching the videos from Ghana. Yes, Buddy Maya was a really, really good person. You know, Miss Nadine, that's what I am trying to get out of, because that is something I also want to share with my audience, that when you buy your land and build your house in Ghana, there's no debt whatsoever. And for me, I want to be debt free. I want to get out of this, because this house, there's a mortgage, credit cards, you name it. Now, I would encourage every person, if they're going to wait until next year or the year after to buy land in Ghana, mm, not sure it's going to be that cheap, not sure it's going to be easy. There's a new government into place, and there might be change. Yes, he wants the diasporans to come home, but there might be changes that is going to take place. We don't know. And so, as diasporans, we need to get in as early as we can. When you go to Ghana, don't go to these big hotels and spend a vast amount of money doing this. Go there, go do your research. Cape Central region is not the only place. You have the Eastern region, you have the Volta region, you have Accra. But Accra is overcrowded. I'm a country girl at heart. I don't want to live in the city. Nope. Don't want to live in the city at all. I don't want to live in the city because it's just overcrowded, overpopulated, and I can't do the city at all. It's frustrating, especially when it's hot and those cars are taking long to get out of the traffic. But, and you know, some of the things that we use in the Western world here, you can get them there. The only thing that is very expensive, I would say, in Ghana, some furnitures are expensive. My sister, your mortgage is huge. If you don't have, I'm gonna be encourage you. If you don't have a bankruptcy attached to your house or anything, and you're able to sell and downsize and just maybe buy a 1 bedroom, or rent a 1 bedroom, that would be the way to go. And then you have your money in the in your bank account, some in the bank account, and a vault. You know what I mean, right? Because if you leave a lot of money in your account, you don't even know what can happen, and that's the truth. So the goal, I would encourage you, Miss Nadine, Fatima and myself, we're already building in Ghana. We have land in Ghana. Mr. Andrews, who is building my house, and I think he's also working on Fatima. I can recommend him to you to build your house when the time comes. He's doing a very good job on mine. Every video I have here came from Mr. Andrews. Every video on this channel came from Mr. Andrews. So every step he's taking, he's giving me these videos so that I'm seeing what is going on in my house. And I also have somebody in Accra every now and then. Oh, you bought the land a year ago and you had land issue. Did you have land issue with the land? Or your land is okay, you just need someone to build for you? Because if you need someone to build, I can recommend Mr. Andrews. He drew plan as well. He's an engineer. He draws plan, and he provided the workers and the persons to do the house, and that's what he's doing. So I do have someone in Accra who I have that goes to the site every now and then, and I would ask him to go and check on it for me to see how things are going, and he would go. You know, because Fatima is building in agenda, and I'm not far from agenda. I am like It's pretty much walking distance, but it's a good walking distance. Okay, okay. I get what you're saying, Miss Nadine. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Um, I would encourage you, if you make sure you have a toilet and a bathroom and everything, and the place you're staying is, you know, fencing because you're new and everything. But when you move, when you make your move to Ghana, please, I am asking you, the only way you want to go, if your place is in Accra, that's fine. But if you're in Agendum or anywhere back in the central region, oh, you're using Mr. Bright. Okay, 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 Miss Nadine. Okay, I see them doing a good job too. I see them doing a good job too. So if you're gonna use the Clara, then you should be good too, because I've seen their work and they're doing good work too. So congratulations, welcome to Ghana. We're gonna have a party, right? We're all gonna have a party when we get to Ghana. But um, I've always encouraged people, just live within your means, because that is what is happening to a lot of people. They're trying to live like the Joneses. Oh, your land is in dispute. Hmm. Is this in the Asebo Pan African village? Um, I know that phase one in the Pan African village, there's some issues, but the king and the chief and the person for the land, they're working out something, because that person, I think, is to get some more money. So it is within the lands commission. That's what I was saying, Fatima. There's a lot of land issues in Ghana. There's a lot of land issues in Ghana, and it's not just Ghana. There's a lot of land issue in Nigeria, Ga- African continent in general. I think the only place you might not have that so much of a problem. Oh God, what's the name of the place? It's another African country, but you don't have much of that there. Um, is this land, Miss Nadine, in Esebo? Where is your land located? Is it in Esebo or Agendum Kingdom? Because there was some issue in the Agendum Kingdom, but I think that has been resolved already. So I don't think it's the Agendum Kingdom. If not, um, yeah, land issue is a problem in Ghana. Suhum, I don't even know where. I've never heard of that part. I heard about Agendum, and but Agendum issues has been resolved. Asebo phase one is still having some issues, because I have land in Asebo in phase one that is for my sons. However, there's some little issues there. Okay, Soham, is Soham in the central regional as well, or the Shy Hills area back that side, or Volta? I'm not sure where that is. I don't know where that is. Did you start? Did the construction start on that property, Miss Nadine? Did you start construction on this property? Because this is something that I think, this is why I think the new government that is formed, they're going to be doing some things where that is concerned. I think they're gonna be, that's what I'm saying. Because even in Burkina Faso right now, the way for you to get land in there is so strict right now, right? And they're inviting diasporans home as well. I never heard of Sahom. Oh, it's the eastern region. Ah, okay. My dear sister, it is everywhere. I'm just gonna be honest. It is everywhere in Ghana. It is everywhere in Ghana. And so um, you just got to brace yourself, and make sure, know that you're going to be on ground, now that you're going to be on ground, I would recommend that you continue to just be on be on the lookout for those things. It's not, that's what I'm saying. That you come from abroad, you're looking to buy land, and everybody's selling land in Ghana because um, people want to just buy land because oh, this is cheap, this is that. No, 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 no. Okay, I got you. I got you. So when you sell first and you go in, please, before you buy the land, or you may pay down like maybe 10%, tell them, I will pay down 10% on the land, but I need to do my deep deeps. You need to do your search first. After you do your search and everything come back that the land belongs to this person, everything is all right, then you make arrangement and finish your paperwork. Because guess what? I understand that 3, 4 family members are selling the same land, which is crazy. If you ask me, it is crazy. So I hope people will watch my video and understand that just don't rush into because somebody say, do your due diligence. And as I've always said on my channel, if you're, I'm recommending Mr. Andrews, but also do your due diligence. Mr. Andrews sell land. He sell lands, he survey lands, um, he build house, he draws plan, but at the same time, do your due diligence for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I need every person that I recommend to Mr. Andrews. Start with him first if you have your land already. See how he's doing. See if it looks like your money is being spent where it is supposed to be spent. And then you move on. But if it's just overwhelming and it doesn't seem as if things is going right, and your instinct is telling you that something is off, then go with your instinct. Go with your instinct. And because of that, for me, I'm telling you God truth. I have learned my lesson. Cause when you're scammed twice, oh my God. When you're scammed twice, it's hard. You feel like you want to give up. But for me, I don't know what it is to give up. I don't. That is all my life up until this time, my people. I have never quit. I don't know what it is to quit. I'm always pressing, I'm always pushing. And if I fail here, I don't give up. I just try to find another way to work around it. So, my encouragement to you all who are here, do your due diligence. Don't allow the excitement and the feel that you feel in Ghana to get in the way. Because I think, I'm just gonna be honest, I am to be blamed for the first incident that happened to me. Because had I listened and go do the window search, I would have known before I left and I would have gotten back all my money. Period. You get it? However, I would say I blame myself. I should have done my due diligence. But other than the land issues in Ghana, like I said, Ghana is beautiful. The people are friendly. They are helpful. My complexion. Nobody's looking down at you. Nobody not looking at you strange. Not a soul looking at you strange. Everybody going about their business. And you out there, when I went the first time, there were people that were said, okay, you see people on the street, some of them begging and all of that, and they will say, don't give them your money because some of them they mix up in juju, which is, we call it obia witchcraft, you name it. I said to them, when I give whatever comes out of my hands and go to them, it no longer belongs to me. So whatever they're doing doesn't affect me. And you have to have a mentally where you focus and know that God is bigger and greater than everything else that you see happening around you. God power supersedes all other powers, and I don't care what nobody says. That's who I trust, that's who I believe in. And so I'm saying to you, that are here with me. And those of you who would watch this video after, please, I ask of you, when you go to Ghana, do your due diligence. And I also want to say to you, if you want to, oh, I forget to touch on another piece. Ghana is the place to invest, guys. Believe you me. You can go to Ghana with um 10 or 15,000 US dollars and start a business, and it can grow depending on the type of business that you want to do. If you want to do farming, you can lease a property. You don't have to buy it. Lease a property. Get some, you can pay workers to farm the land, to plant corn, which does very well, potatoes, which does very well, or fish farming is a little bit more than that. You're looking at maybe 40, 50,000 US dollars if you have that money to invest. But don't just go to Ghana without a plan. You can also start a taxi business. You can also start a bus service business. Yes, motor vehicle is expensive in Ghana, but just don't only go there to just build a house and just depend on your pension. Here in the US, I don't know what's going to happen where pension in the US is concerned. Or your, not pension, but rather your social security in the US. So I am not here to spread any misinformation or anything. I don't know. So I am not building around me getting um, social security, or my husband and I building around getting social security, because we don't know what's going to happen. So many different things are changing. So you need to have a business plan also moving into Ghana. I am a Jamaican. I cook very good Jamaican food. And my dream is to do that in the region that I'm going to be, along with a grocery store. So that is in mind. And I'm also looking into farming too. So I'm just looking into areas that I can expand. So when you go to Ghana, yes, you're going there to relax, but at the same time, you want to have something generating income coming in. Because even though you're going to Ghana to live, you might want to travel too. You might want to visit somewhere even though you live there, just to take a break also. And so therefore you want to have the income to buy a plane ticket, to travel, and to come back. So my encouragement to you is to get not just one piece of not just thinking about building, but also thinking a way of generating income. Well, if you have millions of, because even if you have 100,000 US dollars, that cannot live suffice you until you leave, or until you die, if that's what you're looking at. You have to have something that's generating income so you can live a decent life. And my prayer is that in the central region, Cape Coast, and those areas, they will improve the hospital facilities and all the different area, all the different facilities, so that diasporans who are coming home in that region, because I can tell you the Asable Pan African Village Phase 2, there's so much diasporans in that community. And I'm not kidding you. I went over to Phase 2 and look. There's so many mansions building up in Phase 2. It's building up even faster than Phase 1. And I think it's because Phase 1 have some issues. But Phase 2 is building very fast. And people are also applying for their to register their land and everything in their own names and all of that. So things are going smoother in Phase 2. Um, they were asking me, since I am so insist that I want to register the land, if I want to get it in Phase 2. But when I get back into Ghana, I can make that decision. I don't want to make that decision not being there and to see what's going on. The only thing about this now is that I'm going to have to pay different money to clear the land again. But it's better me I paying to clear the land than me having to find new money to buy new land, or my sons having to find new money to buy new land. So the encouragement for you today is to um, just focus and do your due diligence. It's important. I didn't do mine, and that's why I'm encouraging you to do your due diligence. Find a reputable person that is selling the land. And another thing, for those who have not yet purchased, please Get an attorney in Ghana to do it. Work with an attorney to buy your land. Because I've been watching a couple of videos and they said it's best to work with an attorney to buy your land, because if you don't do that, sometimes even when the family have the right to sell the land, there's still land issues. But you know something? The house is on the land when you, if, even if there's a land issue cropping up long a few years down the road after, just make sure you have your documents. Make sure you try to push and to get your land registered into your name, and to um, yes, Miss Nadine, get a lawyer. Don't do it by yourself. Lawyers may charge you 10, 12,000 Ghana CDs, but if that's what it cost to make sure whatever you're doing is done right, yes, do it that way. Do it that way. Because for my business that I have in mind, I'm gonna be doing, I am definitely going to get an attorney to work with me um, on that. So, and I am not bashing the small man who's trying to sell his land. Everything that, sorry about that, my a call came in. But after everything that I have been through, I have seen other people going through. You have been through this, Miss Nadine, and you see what is happening. The land in Cape Coast, phase two, phase two that is being constructed in their Sable Pan African village that they're selling. It's more of a legit land because people are registering their land in phase two now. A lot of big houses are there. Phase one, I think, is where they're having the issues. And the Agendum, I understand that the Agendum Kingdom right now, their land is doing very well and they don't have any issues. The gentleman I'm purchasing land from also, there's no issue there with him and his land, because the family have assigned him to sell these property and signing over things to him to get it done, because they want their land to sell. And he's an engineer and he knows a lot about boundaries and borders of selling land. So do your due diligence nonetheless, and let things run smoothly. I'm going to be closing out this video shortly because I have a doctor's appointment at 3:15 and I have to cook for my husband before I go. So it was nice having you both here. I will try to do another video on maybe about Friday or Saturday, live, another live, just to talk about the business aspect of it, or the building process, pretty much about how the building process started, how it is going, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But don't let what is happening in Ghana with the land issues prevent you from going to Ghana. You cannot be debt free in America, no matter how you try. Even if you pay off for your house, you gotta pay that property tax. You got to pay that light bill. You got to pay that water bill. And even if you buy solar put on your house here, there's a whole lot more to it. So let's focus on the positives, because right now, for people my complexion, I'm not color prejudice or anything like that, because blood runs through all of us. But I've seen the injustices and everything. Where I live in a predominantly white community, and my taxes almost every year keep going up, 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 up. So, you know, oh, you sell your house and move to Puerto Rico. Welcome, Healing Sun House. Thank you for coming here. Um, oh, you're ready to go to Ghana? Okay, welcome, girl. I'm hoping and praying that either my house or Fatima house is completed when you're ready to go. We are in the central region. It's beautiful. It's like an hour and a half from um, Cape Coast, or the Castle Elmina, not Elmina, but rather um, the, the castle where slavery went through. So we're close to the historical and the tourist area. And it's quiet. I have two plots of land. One plot is 80 by 100. So I have two plots. So the other plot is to do my chicken coop my fish sanctuary that I can sit and watch. It's not for eating purpose. And to plant my vegetables, my mango tree, my ackee tree, um, healing house. Oh, you know so. Brescia and ackee. What she's talking about, for those of you who live in the US and doesn't understand, in Jamaica, it's breadfruit. Oh, you have Ohiote apple in Puerto Rico? Yes, you would. So in Ghana, you do have Ohiote apple. You have sweet sap and sour sap and everything like Jamaica in Ghana as well. But I think you got to go to either the eastern region or one of those regions to get those fruits. But now that people in central region, they're buying those plants and they're planting them on their property. I'm just waiting until the thing is finished. um my husband loves the breadfruit when it is half ripe, so we're trying to get, they have dwarf breadfruit trees, so I'm trying to get dwarf breadfruit trees. But I'm also going to buy Zale. He's a Jamaican too. On his property, he plants Oiti apple, he plants sour sap, he plants sweet sap, and he has planted ackee trees as well on his property. So Zaylock is another Jamaican who is there. And you know, oh, you have to get your Jamaican passport citizenship by, oh, citizenship by descendant, then me come in. America sold us a dream. Yeah, America sold us. Yeah, America sold sell we a dream. America sold us a dream. Ghana is home. It's also a place of healing. I'm telling you this, no lie. You see, when I was coming back from Ghana last year, March, me ball like baby. And I spent 3 weeks. When me say ball, me cry. Cause when I remember I have to come back into America and so much stress and all of this. My dear, when I was in Ghana, I felt so much at peace. Oh God. I felt at peace so much. I did not, I'm not lying. I didn't want to come back. But then I had no money. I had nothing. So then I have to come back. And my husband is here. My children is here. So basically, we just got to plan properly and then come here. No, me now got Jamaica. I have a house in Jamaica now. But my daughter that is struggling and recovering from cancer is in that house in Jamaica. And I can't, and it's my children's house. If God forbid anything happen in the US, they have somewhere to go back to. I'm not going back in Jamaica. They are targeting returning residents, and I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. You're in Ghana, you build a house, you fence your place, and you put on the electrical fencing on your place, and you have one and two or your pit bull or whatever kind of dogs you want to have in there, and your cameras and your house. My dear, you can live. How much years you're going to live? I am 56 years old. God can allow me to live to see 100. I don't know. But still for all, I pretty much don't want to go to Jamaica. They target returning residents. You understand? Yeah. My daughter drink all of these herbal stuff and stuff like thing like that. But I think my daughter's situation is more of a emotional situation. She's the only one in Jamaica. I filed for her, but I filed for her, but immigration not making it easy for her. Up until now, they have not approved her I-130 for how many years I've applied for it. So, you know, it is sad. I filed for her and I filed for her, so my granddaughter is on it as follow to join, and it's just a whole lot of crap with the immigration system here. And because the truth be told, she comes here. Um, I don't have to sell this house. She and my granddaughter can live here, and she can do whatever she wants from home, whether she want to do a work from home job or whatever. Son. They're just trying to take everything you have here in America. And that's the truth. If you're not a millionaire, there's no more middle class in America anymore. Everything. Oh yeah, my daughter had to create a GoFundMe page, my dear, because honestly, I couldn't afford her medical bills. I couldn't. So she had a GoFundMe page, and she gets help whenever she can, and I do what I can. But the truth be told, people, let's be honest. She's my daughter and I love her with all my heart. But I cannot take on shoulder all that responsibilities. I have a life too. And as parents, we will we'll move mountain for our children. But for me, I can't afford it. I'm not gonna act like I can afford it. I do as much as I can. I pay the mortgage for that house. I pay the bills like the electricity bill, and I supply food for her. I help her with medication and different things. But we have, as parents, it's time for me now to enjoy a little life. I came to America. This year will be what, 14 years. 14, is it 14? No, it's not 14. 11 years. And so I have to just take this time for myself, to be honest. Me myself, they diagnosed when I came to America. I came here healthy as a lark. By 2016, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. Mark you, I cook my own food. My husband and I, we don't really eat out. So it's time for me to live a little now. And when we took 4 children from Jamaica, 2 for my husband and 2 for myself. Oh no, sorry Nadine, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Guess what? And so Ghana is the places where you're gonna heal. Believe you me, you're gonna find a child that you're gonna need to just take care of so you can heal. That's the way to go about to heal. Not only that, the environment, depending on where you live. If you're going to live in the city, you're gonna feel a little bit flustered. But if you go on the outskirt, oh wow. Sorry to hear, Miss Nadine. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, guess what? God is your source. God is your strength, right? God is able to hold you. If He has kept you until now, He'll still continue to keep you. And He knows all the. Sometimes we question Him and ask Him, but He knows why. He sees something that you or myself doesn't see. We don't determine when the breath leaves our bodies. And so, um, you know, I lost someone, 2 people very dear to me. I lost 2 of my sisters. I only have 1 sister left. My mom have 7 of us. And my mom, 2 first children died. The last one that died, up to this morning, my spiritual mother was telling me that I need to disconnect from her. You know, and so I'm letting her go because she took care of all of us when our mom was selling in the market. So, guys, if you don't know me, that you don't know me that much, I'm coming from way down. I wear 1 pair of shoes to 1 underwear to high school with bloomer shorts. I'll tell you my story one day on this same channel. I'm just gonna let you know that it's not how you start, but how you finish, and that's why you need to understand why I'm this positive person. Believe you me. That is why I want you to know. That's the reason why I'm this positive person. We have to keep God first at the forefront of everything that we do. If we don't, we're destined to fail. So keep God first. Yes, Fatima, we have to place Him at the helm of everything. From a childhood, I have been learning to trust God until now. I'm a senior getting there. I have been trusting God, and God has been working in ways that just marvels me. Even the house that we started, we didn't even dream that we would have gotten to this point. But it is just God. Because we don't have money in the bank. We just work and put the money in the house. My husband just work and put the money in the house, work and put the money in the house, work and put the money in the house. It's not like we have savings put down. No. But God has been providing for us every step of the way. And just before I end this live with you, I want to say to each and every one of you who are here or who will watch this video, continue to trust God. Believe in yourself. Dream big. Believe that you can achieve and accomplish anything that you set your mind to. Because we can have faith in God, but at the end of the day, it takes us to move to do the work that is to be done. God bless you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the live, and thank you for watching. God bless you and stay focused. And I'll say to you who are here and those who will watch this live after, do not quit. Do not throw in the towel. Remember now, the race is not for the swift, neither the battle for the strong, but those that endure to the end. God bless you. Love you, my people. And we're gonna have a party. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to my channel. Help me to grow this channel so that I can start generating some income. Not only that, so that we can, the channel will be optimized and go out to other people who want to hear it. Love you all. Stay strong. Bye.